Hello, ladies and gentlemen, backed by popular demand, which is, well, two replies, but popular demand, and also the last video did very well. We are back with spectator mode, and we're going to be going till 1,000 turns this time. So, last we left off, Mexico was invading Cuba. Also, if you notice, it moved up one turn. That was because I had to save this so that I didn't lose the progress. But Mexico was invading Cuba, and wars were going on. This war ended, and Indonesia was invading Japan. So, also, yeah, China got partitioned last episode. And if you guys haven't seen the first video, the first 500 turns, please go check that one out. It's the video probably before this. I'll put a card up. Anyways, let's get started. So let me just look at the Indonesian invasion. So just by looking at the numbers, this invasion is, yeah, it's basically okay. Wow, they managed to get to Tokyo. Okay, I'll give them credit. Now there's 3 Indonesian people in Tokyo. But yeah, no, this invasion was broken. Japanese are able to mobilize enough of an army, and that ended pretty quickly. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Mexico has taken over half of Cuba. However, the Mexicans are continuing to hold. Oh, they're doing this thing. When will the AI ever learn? All right. So here's the thing. Mexico is choosing to just be annoying, I guess. And wow, this has been a casualty war. Okay, this is. So Cuba's really been holding. Wow. Okay, so Cuba has been holding out for 11 years and 7 months against Mexico. This is interesting. Okay, so right now Mexico currently outnumbers Cuba. Cuba is broke. They do not have the money to raise a massive army. But if Mexico, like Cuba, they are continuing to throw wave after wave of soldiers into Mexico and slowly but surely just chipping away and away at the damage. Oh, okay, the Mexicans are attacking. And the Mexicans are gone. And the Cubans are... The Cubans take back their country. Alrighty, okay, what a twist. Okay, so... Yeah, I guess Mexico failed there in that invasion, but I'm damn sure they're gonna try. Yeah, okay, they're already organizing another army. They're gonna try again. All right. Meanwhile, in the south, Brazil. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is happening. Oh my gosh, they're even facing a revolt. Okay, no, that revolt was put down, but still. Wow. Okay, so right here, Chile, Peru, and the U.S. are all going after Brazil. The U.S. has even taken like the top part. Bro, it's just colonialism right here, just straight up. Meanwhile, Peru is at war with Venezuela at the same time, so they themselves, bro, this is just border gore to like the max, man. This is mainly because of the Brazilians trying to like fight for their lives. So Chile by far is taking the most out of Brazil. However, guys, keep in mind that most of these regions that Chile and Peru have are just the Amazon forest. Most of these provinces are just 1 star, and so they don't really have much value in that much. The US, on the other hand, is sticking mainly to the coast. Smart strategy. Most of the good provinces are on the coast. But, whoa, okay, look at this. Brazil is making a comeback. They are doing this with like 3,600 people. Let's go. They're making a comeback, all right. Not that well here, but Chile is okay. So they're actually fighting back. Brazil is not out of this. We'll check in with that later. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Ukraine is at war with Hungary. I think we saw this last time. And this war, oh my goodness. Okay, so wait, whoa, okay, right. Not just Hungary, the UK, Danes, and Netherlands. So, wow, okay, so they're all just ganging up on Ukraine right here. The UK has taken over much of the Ukrainian heartland. Meanwhile, the Ukrainians' Polish territory, the ones they took from Poland, are being currently taken by the Dutch. However, that is not set to last. Neither is the British occupation, really, because they're holding this by threads. Meanwhile, the Hungarians have nothing here, which is, okay, odd. Meanwhile, Hungary itself is being completely conquered. However, the Hungarians are pushing back. I think mainly because the Ukrainian AI is like it's struggling. You know, this is 3 fronts, by the way, like 1, 2, 3, like 3 fronts it's dealing with. So it's struggling, but it's fighting back all right. So the Dutch have been kicked out. Meanwhile, Hungary itself is being invaded. See if they can put a stop to the Hungarians, or well, will they conquer the Hungarians or will they not? We'll have to see. Right now, everyone is kind of broke. The British are minus, but the British are negative economy. The Dutch are so okay. They're fine, but and so are the Danes. They're fine as well. Okay. Meanwhile, Denmark is at war with Gabon for some reason. I don't know, man. Denmark colonial empire? I don't know. Maybe we might see one. So Ukraine is continuing to invade, but Hungary is continuing to hold on. Okay, never mind. This is wow. The Ukrainians are just flooding this place. Yeah. Okay. No, I think it's the end for Hungary. Yep. Well, say goodbye to Hungary, guys. They were just wiped out of the map. Sad things like that happen. Anyways, whoa, okay, big war in the Middle East. Iraq versus Saudi Arabia. So as y'all know, I mean, I never talked about this much, but Iraq was Iraq was doing good last game. They were like forming an empire, but like they took parts of like the what do you call it? Strait of Hormuz. Like they took those parts as well. Like they still have these. And so now they're fighting Saudi Arabia for what I assume is dominance, absolute dominance over the Arabian Peninsula. Right now, the Saudis are looking better, mainly because they have seized most of these rich coastal regions from Iraq. However, Iraq is pushing into Saudi Arabia. However, Saudis are pushing them back. And so we'll have to see where this goes. Most of this is just desert, so it's hard to recruit from here. That's why you'll see most of the troops coming from the higher populated regions, Saudi Arabia. Same thing for Iraq. You'll see them coming from more of the center. Meanwhile, Egypt has taken over Syria and half of Libya over. So, Egyptian empire? Okay, I'm just saying empire for everything, okay? But yeah, meanwhile, the Sudanese are attacking the Turks, or are at war with the Turks. However, both... Okay, so Egypt has given military access to both. And right now we can see... Okay, wait, I can't see any Turks moving through, but... Okay, the Sudanese... Okay, you can see the Sudanese... Yeah, okay, we're gonna see them attack. Yeah, that's right. Oh, okay, never mind. they got stopped immediately. Okay. Well, that war is probably gonna drag on. The Turks are in Sudan. However, the Sudanese are fighting back. Again, it's like a slugfest. I wonder if some troops are even colliding. Like, they're just walking by each other in Egypt. This is funny. This is funny about this. All right, moving on. Where else? Okay, let's check out this situation. Alrighty, so Japan is still... Wow, okay, that is nearly 200,000. Nearly 200,000. It's been going on for 8 years. So Japan has made peace with every other nation that it was at war with, which was, I think, Taiwan previously. They were at war with them as well. Japan is broke. They are at... How are they out of... What? How are they out of money? It's 25,000 people. Japan has a fucking cracked-ass economy. I don't get it. Wait, did they take loans? No. Let's see if this improves, but I don't know, man. This is weird. Alright, that's that. North Korea is at war with... Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is... There's no question. This matchup is just completely... However, Vietnam is out of money and they are fighting Bangladesh. So we'll have to keep in mind that that's there too, right? Bangladesh is... They may be small in this game, but they're densely populated. They got... Yeah, see, as you can see, they got population for days. And the industry in Bangladesh is pretty good in this game, right? Meanwhile, Russia is mainly just chilling. Okay, they're not trying to do anything. Putin's just like straight up second in the world right now, only below India, which is his ally. Meanwhile, India is at war with South Korea, and so I think we know where this is going. This is outmatched completely. It's been 1 year and 5 months, barely any casualties. This war can go on for a long time. Meanwhile, Algeria is invading to the south of Africa, so we got like a Saharan empire going there, invading Burkina Faso. And they've taken over the entire country, but they are also at war with Portugal. And so we'll have to see how that goes. But Portugal's at war with Algeria and Libya. Oh gosh, why is okay? Why is Libya split? Why is Libya split in three places? Why is there Libya in Sudan, a Libya in Libya, and a Libya in Western Sahara? What? Okay, so that's going on. Meanwhile, Mexico has still not managed to take over Cuba. 200,000 people have died over 16 years, and nothing's happened. Mexico has made peace with, I think it was Ecuador last time. They were at war with just a couple hundred turns ago. Meanwhile, Brazil has risen from the ruins, ladies and gentlemen. They have grown to take over, like literally take over all of their territory back. They have pushed back against the Peruvians. They've pushed back against it was the Colombians, right? Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So they've pushed back against all the enemies that were just piling on them, but the Brazilians managed to somehow make it out of there. Bahia and uh, Roraima, okay, I guess two Brazilian states. I'm pretty sure what happened is, um, in all the chaos, right? They revolted. So yeah, these two states are now independent. I doubt they'll do anything useful because come on, what the hell? What are they gonna do? It's just tiny. They're tiny. They're gonna get taken over. Okay, so the Brazilians are still at war with the U.S. And the U.S. has so they have military access through Venezuela, and the U.S. I assume they were just invading from the west coast of South America just now, right? That's cool. So meanwhile, Haiti has taken over all of this island, and they're in alliance with Oh, you know what? We haven't. Okay, wait. I'm gonna take a moment to just go back. We have not seen many alliances. I just want to know what. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be some tiny ass. Okay, wait, no, this is not the best way to look at it. Alliances. Wow. Okay, this is a lot. Don't care. Okay, wait. Unified front. Okay, so one with Luxembourg and Gibraltar. Okay, yeah, this is a strategic alliance we just saw. Islands. This is Western Sahara and Togo. Okay, so West African kind of one. Islands. Wait, what? Singapore and Micronesia. Yeah, okay, here's the thing, right? In this game, alliances, in like, with the AI at least, alliances just form with like only the micronations. Those are the only ones that actually make alliances. I don't know, man. I guess it makes sense. They need like band together to survive, together strong, but like at the same time, yeah. All right, so this situation hasn't changed. Meanwhile, so India has made peace with South Korea. So South Korea has survived. Um, Makes sense, separated by water. So yeah, let's move on. Meanwhile, Vietnam continues its war. Oh my God! Wow, there's rebels. Okay, Vietnam continues its war with Bangladesh. They have access through Thailand, but Bangladesh is at war with both Vietnam and Thailand, and so yeah, this is just a massive, massive stalemate. But the Vietnamese are pushing up, and this is okay. Okay, the Vietnamese are pushing up. Okay, they're in Bangladesh. Oh, okay, the Bangladesh. Whoa, okay. So so Thailand's invaded Bangladesh. Okay, and they've taken over Bangladesh. Just like that, the Thailand and Vietnam have just taken over Bangladesh. Now is just Bangladesh has two provinces, the ones they took from Sri Lanka. Will the Vietnamese get here? It already seems like so. Oh, okay, the Bangladeshis have stopped them. Okay, they stopped them once. Can they continuously stop the naval invasion? So that's the real question. See, you can already see the Vietnamese troops just like moving around all over the place, just preparing to do this. Where are they? What the fuck? What? Where are they going, bro? What? Oh, okay. So they are invading Australia. Wait. I'm losing track of these troops, bro. What? Come on, invade Australia. Where are? There it is. Oh, okay. So yeah, as you can see, Vietnam just tried to invade Australia. A ton of people died in that naval invasion, and that's why their economy is back. It's because people died. They don't have to recruit anymore. I'm sorry, they don't have to pay them anymore, because that's how soldiers work. Anyways, meanwhile, a new war in Europe. So Germany is fighting Austria. We can only assume. I mean, I guess they're trying to get their land back or something, or maybe Austria is trying to finish Germany off. But right now, Austria has the advantage. However, Austria is at war with both Denmark, Netherlands, and Germany. And so this might equal things out because Germany has given military access to the Netherlands and, okay, not Denmark, but to the Netherlands. We can see the Dutch troops fighting here, which, funny enough, they did the same thing. But like in this game, this at least this AI game right here, the spectating I've done so far, Germany and the Dutch, man, they've just been working together all along. All right, so so the Netherlands have pushed back. Germany continues to try to fight. They have seized land in Austria and the old Czechoslovakian territory, what I'd call it, but Slovakia and Czech Republic. And mainly this is just German troops running around while the Austrian troops try to kill them. It's like a gigantic game of like catch the robbers or something. So the Germans are somehow holding on. They do have a okay. No, the thing is, Austrians, they have better economy, but Germans do have a sizable population to fight back. Okay, so while we were watching that, Poland just got completely destroyed. They are now just Krakow. This is kind of, wow, it's tragic. The Russians have so the Russians are actually somewhat allies with Ukraine because they've managed to get military access in this world. And also, what that means now is that for Switzerland, they have no more reason to be Poland's vassal state anymore. And as you can see, the liberty desires going up. They are basically saying, you can't tell me what the fuck I'm gonna do. And just like that, Switzerland liberates themselves. And Poland can literally do nothing about it. And normally what will happen is if an AI tries to liberate itself, the Polish AI would have normally declared war and tried to take it back, but in this case, not happening. It's not happening this time because Polish have no chance, so they just let them go. Meanwhile, the Austro-German war continues. Austria basically just taken over Germany right here. Germans are fighting for their lives, and they're also at war with the Dutch. So will they take? Oh my goodness. Okay, so they just took Eindhoven. Okay, so they're beating back the Dutch, the Danes, and the Germans right here. So this is an interesting. Whoa. Okay. A new participant joins. A new enemy has joined the battle. Switzerland joins and is fighting against Austria. They are making massive gains, but Austrians are fighting back. They've just taken all of Switzerland. What? Okay, so they just stole all of Switzerland, but Germany fought back. So then that damaged the Austrian troops, allowing the Swiss to return. But the Austrians have once again returned. This is just, oh my gosh, this is just an exchange of and the Russians are here too. What the? Oh my god. Bro, I can't cover all of this. Okay, so let me get this straight. Okay, so the war that started between Germany and Austria expanded to a war between Denmark, the Netherlands, Germany on one side, and Austria on the other. And then then the Swiss join in against Austria, but they're also at war with Russia, who's also at war with Germany and Sweden. So Switzerland tried to invade Austria, they're being invaded by Russia, who's invading Germany. So now Russia and Austria are essentially on the same side, right? Because they're fighting the similar enemies, not necessarily for an alliance. Okay, so Switzerland making some major moves, they're making major gains, but the Russians are gonna be attacking them. The territory was handed back to the Germans immediately, but the Russians just immediately take it. The Russians are also at war with Denmark now. I assume that's because of perhaps Danish troops were moving through that territory, so they got in the crossfire of Russia. Okay, so Austria and Russia on the same side. So Austria has gained back a lot of their land. The Swiss are continuing to fight like hell, as they normally do, and they are continuing to take that territory from Austria. Meanwhile, the Russians are just taking over the northern European plain just in general. They are flooding this place with troops. And even the Swedes, I mean, they're fighting all. I mean, consider this, right? They're fighting all the way from Poland, and I think some troops even from Russia, but mainly Poland. And so, yeah, you can see them being recruited. All right. So this war is probably the most insane one so far. But I think we should stop. Wait, okay. Okay, I think the trajectory is obvious. Okay, so the Russians have managed to power through all the way to Swedish territory. They're even fighting the Dutch at this point. They have just taken over the entirety of the North European plain. They have even taken over the peninsula, or yeah, Denmark, and they've reduced Denmark to an island. And they're even taking over the mainland Sweden now, which is insane right here. Sweden is trying to take back Denmark, and okay, a rebellion. Okay, so the Russians face a rebellion, probably a German one actually, because the Germans have been wiped out. Yeah, the Germans have been taken out. Russia and Austria have divided up Germany and completely taken it over. So Germany has been eliminated from the game, just like Hungary was a couple while ago. Even Croatia has been eliminated. So many countries have been eliminated. Meanwhile, Greece is hanging on for dear life. Somehow these two nations have stayed together, or stayed alive at least. And Sudan is still at war with Turkey. All right, so let's look abroad now. All right, India is at war. Okay, so India is facing a two-front war with Iran and Vietnam on either side. Iran is fighting for the or for the Central Asian regions, or mainly Kazakhstan. Meanwhile, Vietnam is fighting in South Asia mainly. They do face rebels in Indian territory, but those are dealt with pretty simply. And we can expect this war to be massive right here, because India outnumbers both Vietnam and Iran are pretty strong, but India outnumbers both their populations combined, like twice over. So it's interesting to see, and because they're also at war with the Philippines, but I doubt they're gonna try to do any invasion, because they're already with their hands full, right? We can simply just see all the Indian troops just hurrying to get to the front lines, defend, because the Vietnamese, they literally took over like Bangladesh. And in the Indian troops, I think India is on the, okay, wait, never mind, they are losing. Oh no, wait, no, sorry, I'm looking at Vietnam's perspective. Right, India is winning against Vietnam, but at high cost. This is one of the most costly wars so far in this matchup. Okay, wait, let's go on for a few more turns. Literally nearly 800,000 people, and India is winning. They have managed to seize all of Vietnam's Bangladesh territories. They have seized all the way to Myanmar, and they are continuing their attack. However, they are just plundering, as the AI does. Man, you know why I don't like plundering though? Because it's such a waste of troops. Thing is, when the AI does this, it's good for you, if you're being attacked, because it gives you time to recruit troops, fight back. But then if the AI just kept advancing, they'd get all the territory they need. I don't get why the whole that whole thing exists. Why do you plunder? I don't know why the AI does it, man. Okay, so meanwhile, Iran is managing to keep the fight. Rebels have risen up against them. And should be Turkmenistan. Yes. And okay, and just as I said it, Turkmenistan has risen out. They have regained their independence after not existing. So the war with India will still continue. They do have a land bridge and land connection, and so India and Iran will continue to fight that way. Okay, so meanwhile, okay, I did not see this. Egypt conquers Saudi Arabia. So from what I can tell, just by looking at this, just by looking at this tells me all I need to know. Saudi Arabia ended up winning against Iraq, right? And then they took a bunch of Iraqi territory all the way till here, and they took all of this stuff until Muscat. Then what happened is Egypt invaded Iraq and took what remained, and then now they're just flooding into Saudi Arabia. And this war, I mean, you can already tell it's practically decided, just by looking at how badly it's going. But on the other hand, Yemen did just... Wow, okay, so Yemen and Saudi Arabia are fighting on the same side against Egypt, And Yemen did basically just fight back. They pushed Egyptians back, and now, interestingly, Saudi Arabia is defending Yemen because, indirectly at least, because they're forming a buffer now. The Egyptians did not take like the western province. I would have mainly gone for the western provinces, but then again, I guess they ran out of star points. So now the Egyptians have to invade by sea. I think they can probably manage, but right now the Yemenis, is that what you call them? I don't know, man. Yemen is defending its coastline. You just saw right there, right here. You just saw they defended a naval invasion just like that. Okay, so we're gonna be moving on. Meanwhile, this war is still going on, still raging. So okay, so India is fighting a two-front war, and both wars are like incredibly costly, right? That's the crazy thing, and India is still doing fine in terms of population. That's what shocks. But then again, they've seized more land, and so that's why it's like if you restored to actual territories, then check population would decrease. So meanwhile, okay, so Vietnamese have launched naval invasion to take back their territories in Bangladesh. However, the Indians have stopped them. They keep doing it though, because the AI is Albert Einstein. We all know this. And the Vietnamese are, okay, they're not pushing back. No, what am I saying? Okay, no, they are. Right. They are pushing back. I guess what happens is, as usual, the AI overextends itself, giving the other AI a chance to push back, right? And so that's going on. Whoa, okay, so this is interesting. So Yemen invaded Cairo, or no, sorry, Ras Gharib, or they were on the gates of Cairo. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on who you're rooting for, Egypt or Yemen, Egypt has stopped the invasion and dead in its tracks. Not even close. All right. So now, okay. So wow, we missed this. So Nigeria has basically just been forming a massive West African empire. They have taken. I assume. Okay. So I assume there was a war quite a while ago. Like they attacked Algeria and Western Sahara, or no, Portugal. Right? They would have attacked. Yeah. No, Libya, right? See, they have Libya as a vassal state. Okay, so they just puppeted the Sudanese territory of Libya, took everything else, and then what happened was I guess they took over more of West Africa. I guess they're on track to basically becoming they're the 11th strongest power. Okay, meanwhile Morocco is all bro. What is this border gore? Oh my gosh. Okay, it hurts your eyes. It really does. Okay. Meanwhile, Portugal, which was at war with, I think, was it? Okay, I don't know, but they have Algeria as a vassal state. Pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. They've basically, and Algeria has just been relegated to the north of Africa, which makes sense. That is where most of their population live. In the end, though, this looks like a massive loss, which is true, but it's mainly just desert. Like, if you look at the population, there's barely anyone here. Yeah, see, as you can see, massive desert. So even though Nigeria has a massive territory, it's not that this territory in the Sahara is worthless. All right. So meanwhile, Portugal is at war with Ireland. Ireland is at wow. They're at war with the UK. They are fighting back. They're trying to unite the island, and they just did it. Now it's only the matter of getting the peace deal, which that's not happening for them. Well, I doubt the British. Okay, wait, no, I doubt we're gonna see the British invade. So meanwhile, we're checking back into the. Whoa. Okay, so the Russians are now the number one strongest power in the world. They have finished taking over, like, northern Germany, Denmark, Switzerland. Sorry, not Switzerland. Sorry, Sweden, Norway, and wait, no, who are they at war with? Okay, they're not at war with anyone. Sorry, I saw the red. All right, so they're doing good. Finland, on the other hand, is basically just, well, seizing like other smaller gains, but also major gains still. Estonia and most of Norway, leaving Estonia just an island nation. Meanwhile, the British have been doing nothing. They've been doing no conquering. Strange. I mean, not really the British thing to do, but anyways. So, okay. So, Mexico and Cuba have still a war. Okay, so no. They stopped the war and then they started another one. because of course, two wars are better than one. But Cuba is at war with more than just Mexico. They're at war with Nicaragua, and Nicaragua is actually seizing like a lot of their country, but the Cubans put a stop to it. However, the Mexicans are right there. Yo. I mean, I'm sorry. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's just crazy. Like the Mexicans are just there. They're just waiting for their prey to like let their guard down. I mean, I'm not even kidding. The Mexicans could just win. Like they could just take over Cuba right now if they use this. Cuba is broke. They could do it, but the AI is just sort of stalking them. And oh, okay, never mind. So as you see up there, there was a truce, and Mexico once again made a peace deal with Cuba. So that's that. Meanwhile, Brazil, again, this is insane how Brazil managed to survive out of the clusterfuck that we saw they were in previously. All right, we gotta respect them for that. That was impressive. Um, so yeah, I mean, Brazil is still here. I mean, they're alive. They're still alive. That is something, especially after like the whole three-way invasion, and like, how much of a mess it was. So, meanwhile, up north, Venezuela is just at war with Argentina. This war doesn't look like it's gonna end at all. Argentina has the advantage, but of course, they have to naval invade, as you can see here, and that did not go well. So, yeah, as you'd expect, does not go well. Meanwhile, in Africa, so as we explained before, Nigerian and Egyptians, we covered them. Egyptians are still at war with Yemen, by the way. Meanwhile, the Sudanese have been forming like a sort of Central African Empire. There is a Central African Republic. They're still there, but Central African Empire. Also, they killed Chad. This is a very sad day. Anyways, they're at war with Cameroon, and so we're likely to see the Sudanese win. Meanwhile, the Democratic Republic of the Congo is basically just taking over people around them. They haven't really. I mean, same thing with Angola and Democratic Republic. They haven't grown much. Even South Africa, they've just. Okay, they've grown quite a bit. They've taken over Botswana. They've taken over this thing. Zimbabwe, was it? No. Why is it all Botswana territory? Okay, no, Zambia is here. Zimbabwe. Okay, wait, no, sorry. Mozambique took over Zimbabwe. Okay. Namibia is just there. They're surviving. Madagascar is just thriving. Actually, yeah, that's what I've noticed, right? In this game, whenever it's late game, Madagascar is just fucking rich. Like, they have a good population, a good starting location, because it's island. Oh, they've been taking over nearby islands. Like, they're just taking over, like, all the island. They're forming an island empire. You know how it is. Meanwhile, Indonesia is at war with Iran. And just to check, okay, so Iran is, oh wow, okay, Iran is dead. So they are facing difficulties, all right. Meanwhile, Russia is at war with Saudi Arabia, or at least what is left of it. Meanwhile, I think Pakistan got Saudi Arabia to get in on an invasion with Iran, with a coalition. Makes sense, I guess. I guess that makes sense. So yeah, as you can see, Iran is set to die. So is Turkmenistan. They're at war with Pakistan and they're winning, but not by not exactly. Like, yeah, this army ain't exactly winning material now, is it? Yes. Okay. And meanwhile, India is, well, still at war with both Iran and Vietnam. Iranian war will end pretty soon. The Vietnamese war, however, has been costly as hell. It is nearly, it is 900 million dead, right? What will this show? Yeah, 906, sorry, not 900 million, what am I saying? 960,000. So yeah, that is some insane numbers. And the war is still not over. The Vietnamese are still holding on. This war is set to go for who knows how long. It's been going for 9 years. So that is okay, listen, I know I say it's 1,000 turns. I've gone 1,008, I didn't notice the turn count. I'm sorry, getting distracted. So yeah, that, my friends, I think that concludes it. I think we hit every single continent. We checked out every single continent. North America is still much the same though. They haven't changed. Oh, okay, wait, no, the war we anticipated came. Mexico and Canada have declared war. It's been 2 months, so hey, nothing's happened yet, but hey, who knows what'll happen next time. I don't know, guys. If you listen, I did this video mainly because of the success of the first one. So if you guys want to see another one like this, another simulation, maybe we could go to 1,500 turns. Who knows? I want to see how far I can go with this game, because right now we're seeing some major empires being formed. Like, also, guys, yeah, we've seen. Okay, wait, no. Before that, we're seeing some major empires being formed: the Russian, Indian, Brazil. Okay, no, not Brazil. Brazil's just the same borders mostly, but also an empire because technically they've conquered Peru and Bolivia. Nigeria. We're seeing Egypt. We're seeing Ukraine pretty powerful here as well. Pakistan is also doing a pretty impressive job. Vietnam as well. No, not Vietnam. Indonesia is fighting pretty good, but they're most of the same borders. So yeah, we're seeing a lot of interesting empires and forming through this time period. And so yeah, if you guys would like to see more of this, comment down below. And if you've watched this far, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Also, comment below which empire you're rooting for. Like which country do you think is going to come out on top by the end of this series? I mean, when this series ends.